Now at 5:30, more crime and violence are being reported in North Carolina's public schools coming out of the pandemic. And a new report from the state reveals why. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lena Tillett.
And I'm Dan Haggerty. So here are the numbers, and you can check out the trend as we have seen it. The incidence of crime and violence trending downward, and this is right at the pandemic when they were at their lowest. Now a hard spike up to higher than any other point we've seen in the last decade. WRAL's Matt Tallhelm live outside the state education building, where leaders there are trying to lay out a plan, Matt, to reverse this trend.
Yeah, Dan, and as you saw there, the number of incidents of crime and violence in school is up now 2 years in a row. But that also coincides with the timing of an expansion of the Say Something anonymous reporting system. The state expanded that across more school systems in 2019. So kids are doing the right thing. They are reporting more of these bad behaviors. Now the school system here, the statewide Board of Education and the Department of Health are looking at ways to prevent crime from getting in the classroom in the first place.
13,193 acts of crime and violence were reported across the state.
Center for Safer Schools Executive Director Karen Fairley shared that number at this meeting of the State Board of Education. It's from this new report on incidents of crime or violence in schools last year. The number increased by more than 2,000 from the year before. Almost 93% of that increase is for students caught with drugs. That tops the list of the most reported incidents, followed by students bringing weapons other than guns to school and assaults on school staff. When it comes to guns or explosives, there were 199 incidents reported statewide. That's 75 more than the school year before the pandemic.
It's a community issue. What goes on in our communities trickles over in our school and vice versa.
To combat this increase, the state is making mental health a priority. Health and Human Services Secretary Cody Kinsley laid out a plan to put $80 million from Medicaid expansion toward that goal. They're expanding behavioral health services in schools and training school staff on mental health first aid for kids in crisis.
We're trying to really bring resources into the school that can help support teachers so they can focus on their specialty goal of educating students.
Families and communities can help prevent crime and violence from reaching the classroom. Fairley urges parents to not turn a blind eye to changes in their children's behavior.
Investigate what your child is doing. If every parent did that, you would see the numbers drop dramatically.
Now, the report also shows there continues to be a racial disparity when it comes to discipline. Black students are punished with short-term suspensions more than their white counterparts, 3.6 times more than white students. Cultural sensitivity and cultural awareness trainings are some of the recommendations coming here from the Center for Safer Schools about what schools can do to try to combat some of that.
Some important statistics. Matt Tallhelm live for us in Raleigh. Matt, thank you.